Hello there.
Here I come, ready or go Motty.
Hello there guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having a good day so far. It is not a Saturday. I had plans the Saturday that has just gone. So yeah, I am streaming today for the final stream of the year. And today on Pokemon Emerald Genesis, I will be very quickly working my way towards the 5th gym, because there's really not much that needs to be done between the gyms 4 and 5 in Gen 3. There's a surprise fight with Wally that's been added to the ROM hack that we're going to have to start off with, because I tried to leave to go and do some between-stream grinding, and yeah, he just kind of jump-scared me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do the grinding. I did do a bunch of walking back and forward, so this egg that I got last time is about ready to hatch. I think it's most likely going to be a why not, like it usually would be, which isn't that exciting. Probably not going to use that, but I at least want to hatch it and check. Anyway, so yeah, we got Blunter, we got Ben, we got Joe. How are you all doing? Wait, no, my dad is not playing. The 5th gym leader in Pokemon Emerald is the character's dad. Oh my god. Walking backwards and forwards, how many hours? I sped it up, so about 10 minutes. I mean, it might be shiny. It's not been Masuda bred. No, it's not shiny. Okay, so it is still a why not, and it is going to be level 1, so... yeah, I'm not going to be using it, but it does need a nickname, so... Let's see. Blue... Rock names. Now, you will have to bear with me a bit today. I am still suffering from the flu. I can actually speak, unlike yesterday, but I am quite bunged up, so if I don't sound like I usually do, that'll be why. Let's go with... Apparently Blue Beryl is the name of a rock, and it is a female why not, so I'm going to go with Beryl. I love Wobbuffet, I don't know that I love why not. Yeah, I was really ill yesterday. I felt a lot better when I woke up this morning, but I'm still not 100%. Okay, so Beryl is going in the box. And then I've been thinking a lot about who I want team member number 5 to be. And I think I'm going to take Phantom. Because knowing that the next gym is a normal type gym, I think having a ghost type who resists that would be quite useful. Only issue is, I think Trevenant was originally a trade evolution. Now, I'm assuming they've probably changed that, but I do not know what they will have changed it to. Burley, oh. We're going to stick with that. I do eventually want to add Sulphur the Growlithe to the team, but I think I'm going to do that after Gym 5. Gym 6 is still 5 Pokemon, but I think after Gym 5, as great as Udilite has been, I am going to swap Udilite out for Growlithe, because they kind of target the same types, and a Growlithe is just more exciting to use than a Pidgeot. And, you know, Udilite has done really well. I think he has earned a rest. Okay, right, let's get everyone ready for this fight with Wally. I think Phantump is going to need the experience share, because he is a little bit behind. If only it was the new experience share. I miss it. I used to hate it. And then I got a job and realised, no, I don't have time. I miss it. You've got a bad cough, but it seems to be at work. Have you considered that maybe you're just allergic to working? It's quite a common condition. Yeah, let's go with Topaz against Wally, I think. I don't really know what his team's going to be. I know there's going to be probably a Curlier. I don't know who the other Pokemon will be, though. Here he is. So this is completely new in this ROM hack. This fight doesn't happen normally. Belle, wait up. You must be on your way back to Petalburg City to challenge your dad, right? It's amazing to think you've already been able to earn 4 gym badges. I've been reading up on all of the different gym leaders in Hoenn. I can't afford to let my partners down after all. My Pokemon and I have been training really hard since our last match too. We even got a badge from Watson in Morville City. Belle, before I challenge the Laveridge Town Gym, let's have another battle. Don't go holding back though, I've gotten much stronger since last time. Alright, here I come, Belle. Well, it wouldn't be hard to be much stronger than last time, Wally. You had one Pokemon, and it was a Ralts, and While Ralts will evolve to be great, it does not start out great. Swablu. Okay, I made the right choice. Is that why you get all sad and flustered when working? Yes, possibly. And talking to customers fills you with hatred. I think everyone gets that. I think everyone really does get that. Okay, right, that was a good start to the fight. I reckon he's probably going to heal, so let's just do some chip damage. Yep. And then let's finish it off. I probably could have just gone for Thunder Shock instead of Tackle, and it would have taken it. I expected him to heal more than that. Magneton, okay. That is probably one for Jasper, although he's already at the level I want him to be. So I don't want to use him too much. I did look it up. No, Norman's team is around level 41, 42, so level 41 is where I want to be. Let's go for Mud Shot. Okay, nice, one shot. Be a bit surprised if it wasn't, to be honest. It is 4 times effective. Roselia. Okay, this is not one I want to be in for. This is definitely one for you to like. Okay, good job I swapped out, because that would have done a lot of damage. Ah, damn. That's very sneaky, Wally, very sneaky. And there's Curlier. Don't really have anything specific to do against Curlier, so might as well just stay in. Oh no, it is part Fairy now, isn't it, because of the ROM hack. So, if I go for Steel Wing. Yes, there we go. Thank you for adding the Gen 6 typing. Yeah, sorry, Wally. Skill issue. You know what, I started skipping the text before I realised I was meant to read that. Right, let's go heal up. Wally tries his best. He does, he's a good boy. I should probably change the colour of the Dandori issue text to match the rest of the stream. That is one extra thing to do every week though, so maybe not. Okay, is there anywhere I can grind in Jagged Pass that I can actually get to? Not with the bike I currently have. Okay, I'm thinking the best place to grind then would be to go to Route 111 and use Morville City as a base. And then while I'm there, there's probably a new Pokemon I can catch. Speaking of, let's see. There's also going to be a few trainers to fight. Although typing-wise, I'm not going to do very well. Boltoy. Interesting. Okay. I've never used the Claydol before. I don't know if I will, but I'll definitely try and catch it. Never mind. Boltoy is dead. I mean, this ain't a proper Nuzlocke, so I'll just see what else it gives me. If it gives me something a bit more interesting than something that's there normally, I'll take it. Sandshrew, I do think Sandshrew is available normally in Emerald. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that is something you can get. So, I won't take Sandshrew. Basically, if I get Boltoy or something new, whichever comes first is what I'm going to catch. Oh yeah, Mirage Tower. That is a thing. Am I going to bother with that? It is quite annoying. I suppose I could slow the emulator down and climb the tower that way. Right, let's see what Pokemon are actually around here. Okay, a lot of stuff I've seen before. There is that. I don't know what that could be. Is it like the Rayquaza Tower? Yeah, it's basically the same puzzle. Well, they're saying that the tower does not appear to have spawned in, which is interesting. Right, so I'm in the middle of a sandstorm wearing protective eyewear, and he wants to steal it off me. That's quite rude. I need that. You manage the Rayquaza Tower on a touchscreen. I'm sure I can manage with a keyboard controller. You say that, but I've always just been really bad at it. Let's go for Agate here, I think. Let's go for Cut, rather than going for Jasper. The unfortunate thing about grinding here is that one of my team members is an electric type, so they're really not going to get much benefit. Ugh, jeez. Having the flu sucks. I tried to get a COVID test earlier, because obviously if I'm going to be visiting my dad for Christmas, he is immunocompromised, so I don't want to be going over there with COVID or whatever. But getting one is a bloody nightmare. You try and order one, and it takes, like, 5 days, which is too long to actually have any use. Like, what is the point of that? So at that point, you're like, right, okay, so I've got a potentially very infectious disease. You want me to go into a crowded shop, stand in a queue for God knows how long, to ask the person at the till if they have them, because they're not just on the shelves. And they might not even have them. So it's like, okay, I've been to town, and they didn't. So it's like, right, I've been to town, and infected God knows how many people for no reason. I meant to use a super potion, not a super repel, but that will also make things easier. Yeah, it is a shame to see the world kind of regress. It's like we've forgotten everything that we learned during COVID and we've just kind of gone back to how it was, and it's like, I'm not sure that was the best idea. Yeah, I think it might be the flu. Especially since it does seem to be starting to clear up. But obviously I do have to make sure. Otherwise my Christmas plans are cancelled if I do have it, which would not be ideal. I don't particularly want to cancel my Christmas plans. Okay, let's go Udalite. Okay, not the best switch that, but it didn't do too much. You know, this area is really annoying. All of these bloody sandstorms. The world has regressed in a different way. Yeah, it has. I mean, to be fair, that was happening before COVID, so you can't really say it's regressed since then, in that regard. You know, thinking about the type distribution in this game, it really is heavily weighted in Swampert's favour. Because you have an electric type gym, that despite being water type, it's completely immune to, and just sweeps through. Then you head through like 5 fire and rock type areas in a row. If you fight Team Magma rather than Team Aqua at the volcano, that's a bunch more fire types. You have a fire type gym. Then you've got a ground type area here, so the water type sweeps through that. And yeah, obviously there's all of the water areas for Grovyle later on, but one of the more common Pokemon in those seas is Wingull, which is flying, and Tentacruel, which is poison, so they both beat Grovyle. So it's like, just Swampert just has this massive advantage. And then poor Blaziken doesn't stand a chance. I love Blaziken, I think it's a really cool Pokemon, but if you pick it for a playthrough, it's probably not going to end very well. Right, let's get everyone healed up. Might need to go and do a potion run at some point. I'm not sure what route I'm going to take to get back to Petalburg, because as far as I can tell, there's going to be 3 main ways there. I either go through Rust Earth Tunnel and come down from Rustboro, or I come down Route 1110 and then either sail from Slateport or cross Route 103. I think one of the Route 110 routes would probably take precedent because I do want to check in on the Trick House. But then I don't know if I'd want to just like sail directly to Petalburg or walk a little bit. Oh, actually no, I'll go the Route 103 way because there was a new area south of Little Root Town and you needed Rock Smash to get in. Also, I need to teach Strength to someone and then I need to go back to Fiery Path. I don't think I've done that yet. Okay, maybe there is a bit more between Flannery and Norman than I remembered. Even just ignoring the new stuff they've added. Did she have more than one Pokemon, or was it just Sandslash? She had 2, okay. Boltoy. Yeah, I think between here and Fiery Path, I can probably do a decent job of training my team up. I think I need to really just get everyone into a good position before I even head to Petalburg, because if I get there, get through the gym trainers, and then find out I've not grinded enough. There's not really anywhere near there where I can grind. Hold on a minute. Surely this will do more. It's Psychic, isn't it? Yes, as it keeps using that on me. There we go, nicely done. Oh, I am mean, yes. I'm not going to let you win just because you're a child. That's not how life works. I'm hoping there aren't too many more trainers here. As much as I'd like the experience, I also don't want to waste too much time here. I've not seen the tower though, so maybe it's not spawned in. I don't like that I'm having to basically switch train Topaz. Switch trading is really annoying. Okay, that's just fantastic. I have Protect on my team. Can you tell what strategy I'm going to employ during the gym? Okay, yeah, you do that. You're just wasting your turn. You're wasting 2 turns. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that was a wasted turn. I could have just killed it then. Completely misclicked. Oh, Marill! Topaz can actually do that. That's nice to see. That's not gonna save you. That is not gonna save you at all. I've got a Thunder Shock with your name on it. I hope you're ready. Okay, Hiker there is probably a trainer. There's those 2 trainers there. There's those 3 trainers there, actually. I always remember the desert being wider than it is. It's actually quite thin. Oh, I wonder if he has that normally, because you can get Donphan in Emerald because it's in the Safari Zone. But I don't know if a normal trainer would have one. That's interesting. Every time. I need to get like a padded cushion for the bottom of my desk. Okay, so he's going to dig and waste a turn. Because it's not going to affect me. Yeah, that achieved a lot, didn't it? That was a great turn. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Fuck worrying about the level cap. It's only a soft one anyway. Let's just accept what the game wants me to do. If Swampert ends up over-leveled, blame the game. Okay. Yeah, let's just swap Swampert into the front and just be done with this place because these trainers are really annoying. I think I'm going to use Fiery Path to train rather than here. I think that'd just be easier. For fuck's sake! It's like he knew. It's like he knew what I was doing. He baited me. He's like, yeah, lead with your water and ground type. That'd be a good move. And now we're swapping back. So, you know, I suppose there is a mix of ground and grass types here. I can probably train everyone quite easily. Apart from Topaz, actually. Okay, good. Didn't poison. Ah, really? Okay. Now onto you, and then I think this is the Reggie ruins down here. Because if I remember correctly, it's like one big rock in the middle, which is the main entrance. And then there's like a bunch of rocks around the side. Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? You bait me into sending out my water ground type, and then you send out a bloody cactus. I don't appreciate it. I don't. Oh, don't do that. It's almost like these trainers want to win and want to keep their Pokemon alive. So they find ways to heal them. I don't appreciate them healing their Pokemon. Right, come on, Udalite. Okay. Not quite a kill, but it's close enough. Giga Drain, that won't do much. Ooh, that did more than I expected. Ingrain's going to heal a little bit more, but the Sandstorm will also do some damage. There we go. Here comes the Ingrain. Oh, Lombre, okay. Well, you might as well stay in then, Eudolite. Actually, no, you are about to die. Let's get Topaz in. What? Since when? I thought that turned into Swift. What do you mean it turned into fucking Earthquake? What? That's not fair. No, not again. Oh my god. That's diabolical. That is absolutely diabolical. What the fuck?
This damn weather. Somebody fix this.
It must. I guess it's because of the sandstorm. Yeah, must be turning it into Earthquake. The difference between those two moves, though, like Swift is not that impressive of a move. Earthquake. Ugh. It's quite the power difference. Okay, I hope I'm able to buy Hyper Potions now. Because I'm definitely getting to the point where I need them. Apparently your faulty power supply has arrived at Nintendo. Nice. Hopefully they get that repaired pretty quickly then. At least with the Switch, though, you can substitute it quite easily. Sandstorm. Great song. But I don't really have anyone I'd like to use that on. The thing with Sandstorm is it's quite difficult to use it in a regular story team because it does damage to everyone that's not Ground Rock or Steel. You have to use those three types, basically. Whereas the other two weather types, well, ignoring Hail, but no one uses Hail. The other two weather types, you can be a bit more diverse. You were going to play Prime 4 in tabletop mode anyway. Yeah, that's fair enough. I definitely recommend playing it in 120 FPS. It is really nice and smooth. Okay, Pidgeotto. Interesting. Gonna have to use your Switch 1 if you want to play Galaxy 2 on the TV. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It is a Switch 1 game after all. Oh, I might need to blow my nose in a moment. It's getting quite blocked. The joys of being ill. Your laptop screen is 240Hz and your old one was 144Hz, so you're fairly used to high refresh rate games. Yeah, for me, Prime 4 was... I think technically Silksong is 120 FPS on Switch 2, but I did most of my playthrough of that at my dad's, and his TV is not 120 FPS. Whereas my monitor is, and so I got to experience Prime 4 in all its glory. Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Alright, no, I've had enough of the earthquakes. That's not okay. That's not, no. No, we're not allowing that. TV in your room is from like 2007 or 2008. It's not even a 1080p screen. Oof. Big oof. Okay, well that's the desert dealt with. The tower didn't seem to spawn in, which means I'm not getting a fossil Pokemon today. That said though, I don't know that I've really got room in my team for one, so I'm not that bothered. I would not like to use another Repel because... Actually no, yes I would. Because I'm running to Fiery Path first, using Strength in there. And then going back to Morville. I do need to teach Strength to someone. I don't think I did that. I know Swampert has Takedown, so I'm going to replace it. Because it's not quite as powerful, but it's more accurate and it doesn't have recoil. So I think it's just a better move. I really don't like using recoil moves. The extra bit of damage is just usually not worth it, in my opinion. Oh! I completely skipped past that item. I guess I'll quickly run up to Lavaridge and grab that then. Yeah, let's use Strength. I do tend to favour the older Pokemon games, but I will say the newer games handle Strength a lot better. I prefer just the big permanent boulders you can put away forever rather than these like small puzzly ones. Excuse me? Sir? What are you doing here? This is not, this is not where you live. Okay, ignoring that for a second. Oh, okay, I've got to think about this one. Actually, if I just push that out of the way, yeah, there we go. Okay, Toxic. That's actually a really good move. Firestone, that'll be good for Growlithe when I add into my team. Okay, so I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to, like, deal with legendaries and stuff, or if I was just going to ignore them. What do I think of it as a song? It's a pretty good song. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to just ignore legendaries or not yet. But seeing as I've just kind of found him, and seeing as this is technically new content... Oh, I don't have that many balls, though. Okay, I do not have the balls to deal with this right now. I'm going to make a note. Entei is here. So, at some point, I will come back and fight him. I don't even know what level he's going to be. I assume he's probably going to be level 40. I really hope he is an actual fight, though, and he's not just going to start roaming if I talk to him. Because I don't like roaming legendaries, I don't want to deal with them. I mean, either way, before I deal with Entei, I'm going to need to grind. I don't think I'm strong enough to handle him right now. Yeah, I just can't believe they've casually thrown Entei in there. Okay, actually, maybe the readme for the ROM hack will say what level he is. Let me have a look. Okay, legendary locations. It just says that he's there. It doesn't say what level. Okay, I mean, I suppose what I could do is go up there, see if I can get the balls to do him now, and if he's too high a level, just reset. Okay, no, if I can't buy Ultra Balls yet, I don't think I want to take on Entei. I think that would end badly. Good old saves coming. It's tried and true. Right, okay, so I think it's time to save state and try fastballs. I could do that. But also, I'm not going to use him, that's the thing, so... I think I'm just going to wait. Maybe I'll do some post-game streams and doing them. Also, hey, Iron Bro, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Okay, let's get Udalite into the front first. And let's get grinding. Oh, this is going to take a while, isn't it? Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to keep Steelwing, actually. If you knew where a legendary was, would using Repel to reach it without any encounters let it count as your catch for that route? Probably, yes, but I think just... I probably wouldn't use a legendary anyway. Just because it's more interesting not to, for me. Oh, wow, that is not a lot of experience. Oh, there's got to be a better place to grind. Is there a move relearner in this game?
Don't forget me!
Not a clue. Hey, Sap, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How's it poppin'? I mean, I've been better, to tell you the truth. But it could be worse. Okay, this is going to take a small age. I don't really know where else to grind for Norman, though, that's the thing. See, this is why I wanted to do it off-stream. But Wally was like, no. You don't want people to miss the fight with me, do you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Imagine how much longer it would take without speed up, yeah. Thing is, I know Norman is a really hard gym fight anyway, and they have been making the gym fights harder. So I really don't know if I'd actually be able to do it without doing a bit of grinding. Okay, I mean, I can't really grind Topaz here at all, so I guess I'm going to the Fiery Path. Jagged Pass would have more variety, but I don't know. I'd have to go and get the Acrobike for it to not be, like, really bloody annoying to grind there. Okay, what level are the Pokemon here? That's not gonna do anything. Okay, Acrobike it is then. Thank God that building has a big door. Oh no, this isn't much better. Oh my God. Is the desert really the only viable place? That's really depressing. Okay, that's better. Why was that other Pokemon like level 20? Okay, this is just gonna have to do. I blame Wally for this. I had it all figured out. I was gonna do it between streams. Save some time. Hopping on the Acrobike with speed up makes it look like she's having some sort of caffeine overdose. I mean, speed up in general feels like that. Okay, can't do anything with you. Oh my God, stop giving me Numel. Oh, come on, I'm so close. That's annoying. Oh, that has a really easy Pokemon Center to get into. Because of that person standing next to the door. That's nice. Yeah, it does kind of look a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? Oh my God, that really is nothing. Ugh. That's really not what I wanted to be doing this evening. Maybe, is it the experience share? Does that, like, half it? Maybe. Because it does suddenly seem like a lot less than what we were getting before. I can't remember how the Gen 3 experience share works. Right, if I take... I'm going to try it. Because he's about the level where he could do this himself. She's about the level where she could do this herself. So... it's the name Topaz for an electric-type Pokemon inspired by Breath of the Wild. It is purely a coincidence. Actually, no, it might have been. Was it? Is that something I mentioned? Maybe, yes. Okay, so I'm now getting like double the experience, so yeah, definitely was the experience share cutting into it. Stigmaria is not a traded mon. I would explain the meaning of it to you, but I cannot remember. It's something to do with, it's some kind of fossil or something, I think. From what I remember, it's like a fossilized root or something. From what I googled. And we all know Google is a 100% reliable source. Okay, this is much better. Okay, I am right. Right, okay, cool. I'm glad I wasn't just making that up. Okay, I do have the trick house to get through as well as the gym trainers, so I think I'm going to aim for level 40 on everyone else and just kind of see how that goes. I do worry that catching Stigmaria up is going to take a long time, though. Emerald Genesis, but Google AI summary names all of your Pokemon. No, not Google AI summary. I always scroll past that. I don't use that. What do you think I am? I'm insulted that you would even suggest that of me. Wait, you can do that? I will have to look into that. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, Udolite is nearly level 40. There we go. Topaz needs healing, but Agate can jump in for a little bit. I don't know how Stigmaria is going to do, but I just don't want to use the experience share anymore if it's going to halve the experience of the Pokemon I'm actually grinding up. Just seems a bit short-sighted, you know? I do want to put Toxic on Agate, but I don't really want to get rid of Poison Jab either. And that's really the only move that I have room to remove. Because I want to keep Bug Bite, I need to keep Protect for Norman. And Cut I can't get rid of, because the move deleter is in bloody Lilycove, I think. If I remember correctly. It's either Lilycove or Mossdeep, it's one of those two. I mean, theoretically, I can get to both after Norman, but still. It's not really helpful at that point. Okay, there's level 39. Yeah, I think, unlike the previous gym where I just swept it with Swampert, I do really want my whole team to be quite well balanced for this one, because it is quite infamously hard. Yeah, a few Switch games do that. I know I've got the Pikmin 1 and 2 game cart that does that. I do find it, like, weird, but I've gotten used to it. Really, Pineco? Okay, that was a bit rude. There was really no need for that. Bloody hell. It's blowing yourself up. Okay, 1 or 2 more should do it, I think. Okay, 1 more from here. There we go. So Topaz is next. Before I do anything, though, I need to blow my nose. Okay, I don't know if that's actually done me any good, but it felt good in the moment. Yeah, right. Topaz is taking the lead. Yeah, Portal Collection. Do I have that on? Yeah, I do have that on Switch. That's literally how I streamed it. Yeah, I get what you mean, though, about it feeling more like a bundle, though. Okay, Agate is just... Not Agate. Topaz is just going to be a pain to train, isn't it? Too many ground types here. Oh my god. Okay, this area of the game is just not very friendly for electric types. Oh, come on, I'm trying to grind. Don't hit yourself. There we go. So annoying. Right, let's try Stigmaria. See how she does. I don't really know what her moveset is like, though, so this might not end very well. That's not great. That is not a great moveset. Oh, come on, Spoink, you annoying piece of shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Right, Dylan, I don't care. I don't remember who you are, Dylan. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. This might be my least favourite session of grinding yet. This is... Again, there's a reason I wanted to do it between streams. This is just not going well at all. No, stop confusing me, thank you. Okay, no, you're not going to learn a decent move. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, Stigmaria is a liability. Where am I even going to train it? Do I actually have a decent grass type move here? Bullet Seed, that might be an option. Please, please learn Bullet Seed. Okay, good. Okay, I'm getting rid of Astonish because it is useless. Maybe Toxic. I'm gonna get rid of Ingrain. I just don't see myself using it very much. Even I recognise that it's useful, but I just don't think I would use it. Okay, Super Potion. That's more like it. I mean, the Ember is still not ideal, but there's not really anywhere around without ground types. Without fire types, sorry. There is the desert, but I can't train anyone else there, and then I've got to do this, like, a full loop. God, I've got to raise, like, 10 levels on this bloody thing. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I was anticipating. So my plan was to do Norman, expecting it not to take very long to get there, and then go and do the water routes between Petalburg and Slateport, but with all this grinding I'm now having to do because of Wally, I don't know that I'm going to have time for that. For fuck's sake. This is such an annoying route. Okay, that's 31. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Ooh. I think Toxic I'd rather have. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. Don't tell me I can't escape. It's a stupid mechanic. I want to run, I want to run. Just let me run. Wait, hold on. How did revenge hit? That's illegal. Wait, is that what foresight does? I didn't realise it did anything. I'm gonna be honest. I did not realise it did anything. Okay, Nummel I just don't want to see. Nummel is just a bad time. Oh my god, go away, you stupid yellow camel. I don't want to fight you. Okay, I think once I'm done with Topaz, I'm going to go to the desert, because I think Stigmaria will just have a better time there. Okay, level 39. Why must you do this to me, Spoink? Foresight cannot be selected in battle. What's that a reference to? I feel like it's a reference. I'm not getting it. Oh, right. You were looking at Foresight and Bulbapedia, and the best description was the Gen 8 one. It cannot be selected in battle. Oh, it's one of the cut moves, I assume. Right, makes sense. I mean, thank God, because it's screwing me over. It's making fighting types hit my ghost type, and I don't like that. No, don't hit yourself. Thank you. Bloody Nummel. Nummel, no. Okay, the Spoinks are also really annoying. You keep thinking the start of this song is Zinnia's theme and getting disappointed. I mean, to be fair, her theme absolutely slaps. It is a great theme. Was that necessary, Pineco? I'm not having a great time here, and then you just blew up in my face. It's quite rude. Yeah, you're gonna blow up again, aren't you? Okay, good. No, I stopped you. Is Pineco okay? Why is the entire population killing themselves? No, Galaxy 2, Ben does not need assist mode. He is good at the game. I wonder what level you're dying on for it to pop up. Okay, there's level 40 on Topaz, which means I can now go to the desert where I can actually competently train Stigmaria. Because it's mainly just going to be ground types, which she deals with quite nicely. Oh, the tower's there now. You know what? Yeah, let's go through the tower. Let's play it properly. Because that'll be some good experience for Stigmaria. I can't remember where it is you revive the fossils in Hoenn, though. Oh, it asks when you make a new save. Oh, wait, what? Is that something they've changed? I mean, I've not played the Switch version of Galaxy 2 yet. I assumed you meant the mode where not Rosalina possesses you and does the level for you. Okay, right. Ah. I've got the wrong bike. I need to go get the Mach bike. It's a new thing, right, okay. It's typical Nintendo being, like, you know, you need baby mode. See, the annoying thing is now, if I go and get the Mach bike, I'm going to come back and the tower's going to be gone. I guarantee it. Yeah, I'm thinking, looking at the time and looking at how much grinding I've still got left to do, I'm not going to do the water routes between Petalburg and Slateport, because I'm not going to use any catches from there anyway, because I already have a competent water type, and there's plenty more water type catches to come. And I think I've been debating about maybe doing post-game streams for this. And considering I'd have to go that way to do the Reggies anyway, well, at least one of them, and I think the Abandoned Ship has some post-game content, I might as well just save it for then. Would have been nice to do it today, but it's just not worked out that way. Now the tower's bloody gone. I wonder if going into a different loading zone is what changes it. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't looking forward to 3 routes of just water trainers anyway, so maybe it's for the best to put that off for now. This way I don't have to worry about it until the 7th gym. There it is, okay. God, I hate this place. I don't know what it is, I just cannot control the Mach bike. I think the bikes in most Pokemon games honestly control like utter arse. They do not feel good to control at all. There's just this weird delay on all of the controls. Oh yeah, Galaxy 2 does not mess around. Gets you into that first level right away. I mean, to be fair, I think the way both games handle things have their merit. I did it too early. Ugh, I am not looking forward to Rayquaza. Or at least for the mandatory story version, you don't have to go through this kind of puzzle. Oh, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a long while. Yeah, when I was a kid and when I first played Galaxy 2, I was disappointed that it didn't have a proper, like, intro level like Galaxy did. But as an adult, I do just quite like that it goes, you know what, you're here for the actual levels, just jump right into one. Like you say, it gets to the point. I think there are merits to the way both games handle things. I know, obviously, Galaxy 1 puts a lot more presentation into the story and that sort of thing. I finished 2 first, but I think I did technically play Galaxy 1 first. Oh! No chasing rabbits for 10 minutes, yeah. Okay, don't want to go that way. That's just a bad time. Yeah, toning down on the rabbits is one thing that I really love about Galaxy 2. You didn't get one until a friend sold it to you in like 2013. Ah, fair enough. See, it took me ages to get one, and I think by the time I got it, 2 wasn't far away. If I'm remembering correctly. I'm sure I did tell the story during my Galaxy 1 playthrough recently. But honestly, my own memories just start to stick in my head less and less. Okay, which fossil am I going to go for? Root or Claw? I think those are the 2 in this game.
Here I come, ready or go Motty.
I think Aenorith and Armaldo are really cool Pokemon. I think Lileep and Cradily have the more interesting type combination. So I'm going to go for the Root Fossil. I probably won't use either of them anyway, but that's the one I'm going to take. Yeah, Claw... Like, Aenorith is a really cool Pokemon. But I just think Lileep would probably suit my purposes better. Okay, anyway. Back to grinding. Hopefully this won't take too long. Most of the enemies here should just melt against Bullet Seed, so... Okay, not Maractus, though. Oh, for fuck's sake, no. Oh, I hate can't escape. That is a stupid mechanic. I'm sorry, it is a dumb mechanic. Just let me leave. I don't want to fight you, you're a wild Pokemon. Just let me leave. It punishes you for having a slow Pokemon. For no good reason. Because, like, why is that based on the speed stat? I don't understand. I've never understood that. Hold on, do I have a lucky egg? I'm sure I do, actually. Yes. Here you go, buddy. Okay, that did not increase as much as I expected it to. Just let me leave. I don't want to fight you, just fucking let me leave. Oh my god, that... I'm trying to grind. I don't want to fight a Pokemon that I can't just wipe out in 2 hits. But it won't let me run. You got distracted and then static happened. I love that you can just say that and we know exactly what's happened. This looks fast-paced, yeah. Yeah, the benefit of playing on an emulator is that you can speed it up to like 10 times speed when you're grinding. Maybe I should have kept the tower around, because it seemed to be only ground types in there. I very much doubt that they would add it on the Switch emulator. Because if they were going to do that, we'd have it already, and we don't. The way I see it is, I think Nintendo would see it as like you modifying the game in a way, and how you play it, and we know they don't like that, so... Yeah, I also doubt that we'd get these games. I think if they were to add the old school Pokemon games, they'd probably add them as something you can buy on the eShop. That way they can integrate them into home and allow you to transfer stuff. And also get money off you. But I very much doubt they'd be added to the GBA Classics. That said though, they have added, or they are adding, Colosseum and XD. And they did allow you to transfer Pokemon to the main games. So I'm curious if they'll add some way to home to allow you to get Pokemon out of those two. Why does that do so much? It's not very effective. Just let me run from this bloody Maractus. Thank you. Oh, hello, Gligar. Okay, I think I have well and truly given up on a catch for this route. To be honest, none of them are really appealing to me. I already have a ground type that's just better than all of them, and I already have a grass type I'm trying to train. Bumped into Incineroar yet? No, and I very much hope that I never will. Seems like they've only added... I would say seems like they've only added good Pokemon to this ROM hack. But Maractus is here. And Maractus is not what I would call a good Pokemon. Right, let's test my theory with Dexnav, actually. Does that guarantee me a Sandshrew? It does. Okay, that actually makes grinding a hell of a lot easier. Okay, no it doesn't. I'm confused what Dexnav does then. 2 times that's happened now and it seemed to be, like, coincidence. I thought it was genuinely having an effect on what was spawning, but I guess not. Okay, 34. I really hope this thing evolves soon, because it's... Oh my god. Basically, whenever Maractus shows up, that's it. It's game over. Oh, Joe, you gotta be careful. You gotta stop ordering stuff for when you're at work. It's like they tell you when it's estimated to come. You've just gotta order it on a different day. Plan it a little better. They still included Maractus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they included Maractus. It's certainly a choice. Oh, fuck off, Maractus! I mean, you're allowed to like Maractus, I just don't think it's a particularly memorable or good Pokemon myself. And it is pissing me off at the moment. I mean, mainly this is Wally's fault, because he interrupted me and stopped me from doing this between streams. No, Joe, that is not the case. You think Bruxish is a good Pokemon. And I'm sorry, but anyone who thinks that needs a psych evaluation. Because that thing is horrifically ugly. Oh, come on. I just want to grind, man. What is it with all these Pokemon that keep killing me? Mega love disc, please. Oh god, no. I dunk on Incineroar and Crabominable because they're both bad. I don't know what's so shocking about that, Joe. One looks like Tony the Tiger, and the other takes a Pokemon I actually really liked, and then removes everything that I liked about the design and makes it look really stupid. Why does it have, like, dog paws instead of claws now? I don't understand what that's meant to be. And its face just... Do you know who it looks like, actually? Because it's got that, like, stupid yellow bowl cut, doesn't it? It looks like Nathan Fillion's character in the new Superman film. And that's not someone you want to look like. Play ZA for... Oh, wait. Crabominable is in ZA. I guess I won't be purchasing it then. No, he won't redeem himself. I don't like him because he looks ugly, and he still looks ugly, so... What's he redeemed exactly? Come on. Changes. He's not changed. I mean, even if he has a Mega, that's a temporary form. He still looks shit most of the time. That doesn't sound very adorable. At all. Sometimes, Joe, you say words, and I'm convinced you don't actually know what they mean because you use it in, like, the opposite context of how you should use it. Like, you'll point to the ugliest thing in the world and go, oh, look at this cute guy, and I'm like, cute. What? Lowland Meowth is alright. I think regular Meowth is cuter. God damn it. This is a really annoying area to grind in. I think this whole section of the game just is not great for grinding. This is why I was trying to cheat in rare candies, but it being a ROM hack put a stop to that. Galarian Meowth is okay. It's probably my least favourite of the three. Yeah, it is weird that they gave it, like, one every generation and then just stopped. I thought that was going to be, like, a thing. Although, to be fair, they didn't really do many regional forms in Gen 9. It was more of the, like, the divergent, convergent, whatever they're called, evolutions. Like Wiglet and Toadschool and that sort of thing. Oh, I'd love a regional Bidoof. That'd be amazing. I think we should get one in every region. See, right, Joe, this is why your taste in Pokemon is wrong. You say something like Crabominable is a good Pokemon, and then you shit on Bidoof. Bidoof is adorable. And I dare you, play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, and then come back to me and tell me you don't think Bidoof is the cutest little guy in the world. Because he's such a charming little guy in that game. I don't know if it is on Switch Line. No, because it's a DS game, so it won't be on Switch Online. It's on the Wii U. If that helps. Okay, right. Gligar has not ended well for me in the past couple of attempts. Okay, it's going to do Sand Attack. That's annoying. I mean, yeah, the shop is dead, but you don't have to use the shop now, do you? Come on, Ben. Of all of us, you should be the one who thinks of the other options. You're the one who does it the most. If you're one of the 5 people with a Wii U, but not any of the 4 of those with a DS. Hey, it does happen. It does happen. Also, mainly because getting a DS copy is quite expensive. Whereas on the Wii U, you can just hack it on. Fair enough, Joe. Enjoy your games. Thank you for stopping by. And hopefully the person you're gaming with can teach you how to recognise good Pokemon designs and not Crabominable. Get out of here with your stupid bloody Sand Attack. True, but I don't know. I just like stuff on the big screen these days. I mean, if you want to keep doing that, Boltoy, it's getting you nowhere. But it's getting me everywhere, so just keep doing that. Keep self-destructing. Okay, we're nearly there. I know I've been grinding for like, I don't know, has it been an hour of grinding? It might be. It might be an hour of grinding. But it's gonna be necessary for Norman. Norman is gonna be a rough fight. I've just got a feeling. Thank you, Boltoy. Please stop with the sand attacks. No, no, don't. It's annoying. Okay, well, I needed to go back and heal anyway, so... I mean, I'm still salty that I have to do this grinding on stream. Wally kind of screwed me over, locking me into Lava Ridge. I mean, it's cool that they added in an extra fight. I do think in the original, fighting him twice, first fight he's got one Pokemon, last fight he's got a full, proper team, was, you know, disappointing. It would have been nice to see him have more fights, and I'm glad they've added an extra one, but it's just inconvenienced me in this instance. Okay, right. Come on, Gligar. Please, don't keep doing that. Thank you. Thank you for dying in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, I might have to look up what level Phantump evolves. I'm hoping it's level 40. Because having a Trevenant for the next gym battle would be nice. Because Phantump I don't think is going to be all that useful. Okay, there's level 39. You know, this just makes me appreciate that in most of the RPGs I play these days, you really don't have to grind. I cannot remember the last time I grinded playing Xenoblade that wasn't, like, for a super boss. Okay, a few more Pokemon, and we're there. Okay, one more Pokemon. Oh, of course! Of course Maratus wanted to show up one more time. Just to ruin my day. And there we go, there's level 40. Hornleech. Yes, I will absolutely take that. That is much better than Bullet Seed. And it's not evolved, okay. I imagine the README probably has instructions on how to evolve it. Actually, is it a Leaf Stone, maybe? I could see it maybe being a leaf stone. Do I have one? Oh, a trade stone. Right, okay. Do you know where I get one of those, Iron Pro? Actually, I think I did see one. I think I saw one here. 1,000 coins. Okay, I think I can do that quite reasonably. Yeah, I can just buy 1,000 coins. I've got the money, why not? What prizes does the other counter have? Oh, okay, other stones. Well, okay, in that case, it is time to evolve Phantom then. Nice. Okay, right, so the plan is I'm going to head down Route 110, take on the Trick Room, and hopefully get a little bit more experience for everyone. Head to Petalburg via Little Root Town and check out the new area there. And then attempt Norman. And then I'll see how much time is left after Norman to decide if I'm ending it there or if I'm going to do a bit more. I don't think I'm going to have time to do all of the water routes that I was originally planning on doing. Thank you, Wally. But I'm sure if I need to kill some time, I can probably find something to do. But I am going to take a quick break because I need the loo. So I'll see you all in a moment. Okay, right, I am back. Okay, it did pick up the game. So my controller accidentally disconnected itself when I went on my break. And for whatever reason, Visual Boy Advance, once the controller disconnects, it will not redetect it. So I had to close and reopen it. And I was desperately hoping that it wouldn't affect the stream, that the stream would just pick it up and there'd be no issues, and thankfully it seems to have done that. Okay, I don't think I need to get any items for the road, I think. No, maybe I could do with some more super potions, actually. I did use quite a few while I was grinding. Ah, no, 10, that's fine. I might stock up again when I get to Petalburg. I guess it doesn't support hot plugging. Yeah, that seems to be the case, unfortunately. Okay, so, Trick Room. Trick House, whatever you call it. Because I enjoy doing those challenges, they're fun. And they are a good source of experience. It might get a little bit harder to keep fitting them in once I get to the other side of Hoenn. But while I can do them, I'm going to keep doing them. I see you. Okay, what have you got for me this time? Rock Smash, interesting. I thought we were skipping Rock Smash. The previous one was between Watson and Flannery, which is when you have Rock Smash first available, but I guess we're doing it now. With a feint attack first, just to do some damage. You've got to be careful when fighting Kecleon, you've got to play it... Okay, never mind, you don't have to be careful, you can just critical hit. And that does the job nicely. Fair enough. I love it when a plan comes together. Thank you, Blunter. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I'm going to have to fight you for that item. This one is going to require some brain power. Right, Stigmaria, this is your chance to practice fighting normal types. Nicely done. It is only a Skitty, but I'm pretty sure on at least one of his teams, Norman has a Delcatty, so he might still have one. Although saying that, they've almost certainly swapped it out for something better. I reckon he'll still have his Spinder, because it's quite annoying with its confusion strats. He'll definitely still have Slacking, and he'll definitely still have Linoon. I don't think he'll have Vigoroth, and I don't think he'll have Delcatty. I think they'll have put in, like, Kangaskhan or something. You've only now understood why I wanted Trevenant for this gym. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious, you know, Ghost type. Plus, I just thought it was cool. I've never used one before, so I thought it'd be fun. Right, okay. I've not done that properly. I mean, Agate, my Scolipede, is going to be my Slacking killer. Because it has Protect, and it has a Poison move. I think between the two Between Trevenant and Scolipede, that should be slacking handled. It's just the rest of the team that might be really annoying as well. Okay, so there weren't really many trainers in this version of the Trick House. I think this is the last one. And I've rolled over all of them pretty easily. Level 41 is nice, though. Okay, I'm going to swap Agate into the front because he is the one that I would also most like to get to level 41 if I can. Okay, let's think about this. So, I want the doors to be on blue, but for this switch to be the one I've pressed when I turn them to blue. So, change them to red. I change that one to... No. No, I press that one. Then I press that one. And then... No, I did that backwards. Hold on. Oh god, this is making my brain hurt. Okay, if I do that, and then there we go. I think I was maybe overthinking that. Oh shit. There we go. That was annoying. A hard stone. Nice. That's not an evolution stone, is it? That just does, like, extra damage for rock types or something, I think. Which does not really benefit me in any way. Hold on, I was saying I could go the Route 103 way. What am I talking about? I need Surf. You don't get that until after Norman. I am what we refer to in the business as a moron. Oh well, I still want to go to Little Route first and check out this new area. Oh, look at these areas that I could have been exploring right now if it wasn't for Wally. Oh well, post-game now. I don't need a live stream for Dig-a-Leg. I would take one, just in case. You never know how things are gonna go. You died. Yeah, saw that one coming. Okay, let's go to Little Route. That feels good being back in the early game. Oh wait, Professor Birch, what are you doing here? Ah, Belle, are you curious about how your Pokédex is coming along? So you've seen 93 Pokemon and you've caught 16 Pokemon. I guess you're getting the hang of it, but it gets harder from here. On a nationwide basis, you've seen 153 Pokemon and caught 31 Pokemon. Well, it's not really nationwide when they're all in the region anyway. Right, let's take a look down here then. I've been curious about this place for a few weeks now. Apparently it's where Professor Birch gets the starters from. Oh, okay, we got some Fire Red Leaf Green music here. Well, I might be able to get a new Pokemon then. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Professor Birch gets the starters from here. What am I getting? Oh, a Ledibur. Well, that is a dupe. I am skipping that. I'm not having a bloody Ledibur. Hold on, let me check DexNav and see if I can actually get starters here. You can, okay. I would like one. I'm hoping the others are all dupes. I mean, those three are. There is whatever that is, which isn't a dupe. So I've got a 1 in 3 shot, basically. Okay, Mudkip I've already got, so that is a dupe. So no, I've got a 2 out of 3 shot. It's either Trico, Torchic, or whatever the third one is. Which I imagine is probably Pikachu. Going off how these areas usually are. Okay, Trico. I will... It is level 5, so I'm probably not going to use one. But I will take a Trico. Trico is cool. I think I'm just going to have to throw a ball at it and hope for the best. Come on. Oh, great. Actually, no, I've got a better idea. I know how I can capture this guy. Okay, I'll let the poison do its thing, and then just start chucking balls. I'll save the Great Ball until it gets to lower health. Just so I don't waste it. I'm still not sure why Undertale music plays for rare Pokemon, but I'm sure there's some reason for it. Okay, I think it's Great Ball time. It is annoying that they are level 5 when you can't get here until after the 3rd gym. Because, like, that just makes them really annoying to catch. I get why they are level 5, because they're starters. Your starters are always level 5, but still. Ah, yeah, it's dead. Okay, well, I'm not going to bother trying to catch that again. That was annoying. It's cool that they're there. I am annoyed that they're level 5. Ooh, Yamask. Now that's an interesting Pokemon. That's an annoying Pokemon. Okay. Oh, don't. Fucking hell. Why? Why? You lock me in with it and then you burn me. What was the need? What did you have to say? A shrine? Oh god, Celebi's not here, is it? Well, there's a house down here. Oh, it's a full-on lab down here. Wait, Wonder Trade? Oh, that's cool. They've added Wonder Trading from the newer game. Presumably it's not online, but that's really cool. They fixed the glitch where you can make Yoshi's tongue really long on the starship. Aw. Why would they fix that? That was an awesome glitch. That was always really fun to do. Can't believe Nintendo would do this. I don't have anyone with me that I want to trade away. I've got 5 team members and then my HM slave that I need. Infinite Flutter is still in though. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'd be a bit more annoyed if they'd remove that. How does that work without being OP? What, Infinite Flutter? Or, Wonder Trade? Okay, better not be another bloody Yamask, or whatever it was called. Offline Wonder Trade. I assume it probably just, like, randomly generates a Pokemon. Unless there are just no good Pokemon. I mean, maybe there aren't good Pokemon. I'm not really willing to experiment, because I don't want to lose any Pokemon. Oh yeah, here's the shrine. Yeah, that is definitely something for Celebi. I'm learning that apparently all of the legendaries are in this game, because I've already seen 2 Johto ones. And I'm assuming the Kanto ones are probably here somewhere as well. Ooh, a leaf stone. Nice. Don't know if I'll need that, but it's nice to have. Oh wait, there's a shore down here? They've added more water to Hoenn. The madmen. Genesis Cave. Okay, yeah, I think I know who's in there. Time for the nest music. You laying eggs to it? I know what you mean, though. I love Fluffy Bluff. Okay, so that is definitely Mewtwo. It's gotta be, with a name like Genesis Cave. Well, okay, that was a fun little area. There's not really much I can do here now. So I think it's probably time to head over to Petalburg and get on with this gym. Or I could get phone called instead. That is also an option. Yeah, it's neat that they've added Wonder Trading. don't think I'm going to mess around with it too much. I just don't want to trade away any of my Pokemon, even the ones I'm not using. I mean, maybe I could catch a Ledibur and test it. Maybe I'll do that after the gym, just to see what happens. I should probably put a Repel down. You know what, I'm going to do that, just so I can actually get to Petalburg in decent time. Where are my Repels? I think I will also buy some more potions in Petalburg as well. Just to be 100% prepared for the gym. Right, let's heal everyone first. Let's get a few more of those, and then probably don't need any of these other things. I am running low on balls, but I've got a feeling that once I beat Norman, I'll be able to buy Ultra Balls, so I might as well save my money. Okay, here we go, gym number 5. Hey, how's it going, Champion Bound Bell? The doors in this gym open when you beat the awaiting trainers. Whoops, the doors in this room are already open, so don't attack me. The trainers of Petalburg Gym use all kinds of items. The door at the left leads to the Speed Room. The door at the right leads to the Accuracy Room. The room's name will be on the door, so choose carefully. Once you've chosen the door, well, hey, go for it. Speed Room? Well, I think Scolipede would be quite good at that. Whereas Accuracy Room is either going to be doing some bollocks with making a one-hit kill move fully accurate, or it's going to be Sand Attack. And I don't really fancy either of those, so let's go for speed. Swellow. Okay, that's not ideal. I am faster though, so that's nice. It does depend who got more of a boost there. I think Speed Boost only does 1 stage, I think Agility does 2, but I might already just be high enough that it doesn't matter. Okay, after this second boost though, I'm going to get this turn, I should be fine. There we go. Hey Blunter, thank you for stopping by. Have a good Christmas and have a good New Year, and I will see you in 2026. I will try not to die, although it does seem my body is conspiring against me in that department. So, we've got the Confusion Room. No, I do not want to go into the Confusion Room. And the Defense Room. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Defense Room. The Confusion Room just sounds horrific. Oh, Wigglytuff, nice. That's a cool Pokemon. Your defense means very little to me when you're a fairy type, and I'm a poison type. Sorry, Alexia, you tried. Defense room gets killed in one hit. Strength room, interesting. And then one hit KO room. Okay, in a Nuzlocke, I would say no to this room. Just chances are it'll miss, but knowing my luck, no, it won't. But this is not a Nuzlocke, so one hit KO room it is. Oh yeah, it's not an actual one-hit KO move, is it? It's a critical hit, I think. Defense room looks at stats. It has high HP, not defense. It's kind of a defense, I guess. It's not a very good defense. Okay. Ow. That's... yeah, that was not pleasant. Alright, come on, Udalite. That was certainly a one-hit kill. Okay, right. I need to go and heal. I need Agate alive for what's coming. So I'm thinking for strategies... I want to keep both Agate and Stigmaria alive for a little bit, because I'm going to need both of them for slacking. My plan for slacking is... Stigmaria's going to come in, pop down a Toxic, probably survive whatever horrific normal attack it throws out because it's Ghost type. But then if Stigmaria goes down, I can protect Stall against Truant with Agate. I just don't know who to lead with. You know what? This is my dad. I'm going to lead with the Pokemon that started my journey. Just to show him how far I've come. First, though, I'm going to blow my nose. Okay. I'm ready to take on my father. So you did get 4 gym badges. Fine. As I promised, we will have a Pokemon battle. Belle, I'm so happy that I can have a real battle with my own child. But a battle is a battle. I will do everything in my power as a gym leader to win. Belle, you'd better give it your best shot too. Okay, I'm a little bit scared, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, we are starting with Linoon, okay. And this thing is going to be freakishly fast. It's almost certainly going to go first. Yep. I don't think that's quite in heal range. Yeah, it's not. Okay, that's the first Pokemon down. 4 more to go. Ursaring. I think I can stay in. I think I'm doing decently well so far. I outspeed this time. Ooh, belly drum. Not good. Let's kill it before it can do anything with that. Oh no. Not a fucking Blissey. Oh, this thing is going to take an age to kill. It's high special defense that Blissey has, right? Not high physical defense. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Oh. Oh, it has Toxic. Okay, that is... high HP with Toxic. That is a... that was a crit? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that is not a fun combination. At least the health bars move more quickly here than in Gen 4, yeah. Okay, I don't think we're going to get the kill here, Jasper, but I think it makes more sense for you to stay in and just see what you can do. Okay, there we go, yeah. Swapping to physical worked. I wasn't expecting that to kill, but it did. Porygon 2. And it's taken my Water Absorb. Okay, Jasper isn't long for this world, so I think it makes sense to leave him in and then get a safe switch, rather than trying to switch now. And then that will also give me a bit of a preview of what this thing can do. I'll see if I can lower its speed a bit. Don't know if I'll need to do that, I don't know how fast this thing is. Okay, try attack. Could be annoying. Okay, this is it for you, Jasper. You've done very well. Honestly, I think this team has been easier than Norman's regular Emerald team so far. Because, I mean, Linoon was about the same. But Spinder is nasty. With its confusion and shit. Vigoroth is nasty. So sad Jasper died of PlayStation Network. I know, right? They made him pay and he didn't want to. And yeah, Porygon 2 so far doesn't seem too bad. I guess it depends what they've done to slacking, though. Ooh. Ice Beam. Okay, that's... not quite what I wanted to happen. Okay, but I go first, and I will kill it, so I'm in a good spot. Or it'll do that. But if I can waste its potion, if I can waste Dad's potions on Porygon rather than slacking, I think that's a good thing. I should be able to tank one Ice Beam here. Unless it gets a crit. Okay, good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, that scuppered all of my plans. Oh, I don't know what to do here now. I don't think I have anything to get rid of the freeze. Like, I don't think I have a freeze heal. Is that even a thing? I suppose the lava cookie could work, but then if I use that, it's just going to go for Ice Beam again and kill me. Wait, what? Oh my god! Stigmaria, you absolute legend! You defrosted instantly. Oh, that was so janky and and jammy. That should not have worked. Oh my god. Right, let's get a Toxic on this son of a bitch. Okay, Stigmaria, I'm glad I raised you up. You are well worth the time it took. Really? You have a full heal? Of course you do. I don't think it can hurt me. So far on 2 turns, it has done a normal move and a fighting move. And if it's done that twice, I don't think it has an attack it can hit me with. I think I can just stay in quite safely here. Yeah, it can't do anything. That's it. I think that's the fight. I think that crit has done it. Oh, never mind. It's got a citrus berry. I mean, next turn for sure, though, it is dead. Well, I must say, I was expecting more of a fight. I think they've managed to make him easier than he is in Base Emerald. I can't believe it, Belle. I lost a bell, but rules are rules. Here, take this. With that badge, the defense of all your Pokemon will increase. Pokemon that know the HM move Surf will be able to travel over water. This is my gift to you, Belle. I'm sure you can use it correctly. TM42 contains Facade. It doubles the power of moves if the Pokemon is poisoned, paralysed, or burned. It might be able to turn a bad situation into an advantage. So, having Facade on Slacking would have been a really awful strategy to deal with if I didn't have a Ghost type. As the gym leader, I can't express how upset I am. But as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. Ah, there you are, Belle. Please come with me. I have something I want you to have. Norman, you don't mind, do you? Let me borrow your bell for a minute or two. You taking me to the Pokemart? Why is this music playing? Belle, please excuse us for dragging you here this way, but our Wally's become very healthy since he went to Verdanturf Town. We owe it all to you. When Wally left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Wally really happy. Actually, not just Wally, it made me, his father, happy too. Happy that he's gained such a great friend as you. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I'd really like you to have this. Well, that's very convenient timing. If your Pokemon can surf, you'll be able to go to all sorts of places. Can't remember, does bad poison increase the damage each time, or is it just a higher amount than normal poison? It increases the damage each time. Right, let's get Surf taught to Jasper then, and then let's go heal up, and then decide what I'm going to do with the rest of the stream, because there's about half an hour left. Okay, so I know there's a patch of Pokemon north of Rustboro that I wasn't able to get before. I've just got to surf over some water to get there. So that shouldn't take too long to do. I can go and see if there's a new catch there. I definitely don't have time to do Route 105, Route 106, 7, 8, and 9. God, there's like 5 routes that way. Yeah, definitely don't have time to do all of that. That is definitely going to be saved for like a post-game stream if I decide to do those now. A part of me wants to because they've added a bunch of legendaries and, you know, there's presumably a lot of new post-game material on top of that as well. But it's just the time commitment, you know? I don't really know how long that would take me. Especially because I do have a lot of plans for next year. Okay, somewhere in here there is an entrance to a new area that I did see on the map, but I haven't found it yet. I must say, I am really pleased with how that Norman fight went. That was really easy. Sounds like you've got more planned out than you do. I mean, you know me. You know me, always planning much more than I should. Can I actually get up to the... Yes, I can. Okay, I can go this way. Oh, the Emerald surfing music is nostalgic. That does bring me back. I've heard it way too much in my life, but it is nostalgic. Oh, okay, there are trainers up here. I didn't realise that. Well, I guess I can fight these guys. While I'm doing that then, I could do with a drink refill. My controller has disconnected itself. I'm going to have to play with the keyboard. Honestly, I think it is the, I think it's the cable more than the controller. For whatever reason, when I pop it down, it just likes to disconnect itself. It is quite annoying. Maybe I can just nick a cable from work, actually. We've got plenty of them. There's probably one that works a little bit better there. Is it my Xbox One controller? Yes, it is, yeah. Using a micro USB, whatever they're called, mini USB. Something like that. Rather than a nice USB-C. I could probably use my Series X controller, but I have a custom controller, so why would I not use it? I paid a lot of money for it. Yeah, micro USB is not very good. Right, let's close this down and reopen it. Okay, nice. Okay, who could do with some experience? Topaz. Yeah, I'm still kind of in shock at how smoothly that Norman fight went. Because, like, it is meant to be one of the hardest fights in this game, and it was nothing. I mean, if it was a Nuzlocke, that would have been bad, because my starter went down, but it's not a Nuzlocke. Well done, Topaz. Very nicely done. You think they were lying when they wrote down the rated amount of insertion cycles in the micro USB specification? Yeah, I just think I think they're bad. They just pop out all the time. They don't stay nicely inserted into the slot like USB-C does, which is the issue I have with my controller. It like ever so slightly comes out and disconnects. Right, well I'll grab that. Shiny stone. Does that evolve Roselia, I think? There's a few secret bases around here. I don't really want to make one though. Flamethrower. That'll be good for when I add Growlithe to the team, which I will be doing between streams. The connector just wears down and breaks too easily, right? Yeah, I think that may be what's happening to this one. Kid, I could tell that the tree was you. It was in a different art style. Ah, maybe the berry trees in Sword and Shield are actually ninjas in disguise, and that's why they're a different art style. I don't think I've ever used a mini USB then in that case, because I've definitely used a lot of micro USB and obviously USB-C. A lot of my devices prior to micro USB being a thing were Nintendo devices, and obviously they, for the longest time, had their own bespoke charger port. Mike might use mini USB. My current one doesn't. My current one uses the jack. It's got a jack on it. I'd take it out and show you. Oh, no, I see what you mean, actually, yeah. No, yes, it does. The other cable is a micro USB. Accidentally just toggled on the grinding music there. Unless it's been on this whole time. I hope it's not. Oh, it was when I was controlling with the, when I've put my mic toggles on the left and right button, and I've just realised it was probably going all over the place when I was controlling it with... Okay, maybe I need to rethink which buttons those are on. Expert Timothy. What is he an expert at? Hopefully not making Mario Maker levels. Well, that did not do very much at all. Ow. That did a lot. Okay, that's really unnecessary. Bloody hell, Hitmonlee. Okay, all of those guys are dealt with. Double battle here. Let's go... Let's heal up Topaz first. Yeah, I suppose with your current setup, it would be quite difficult to have something like a Blue Yeti. It just wouldn't really work. But yeah, I do hope that my audio hasn't been all over the place for like the last half an hour. because I did obviously have a bit of control in the game with the arrow keys, which would have been messing with all of my mic shortcuts on my Stream Deck. I think it should be fine now, but that was probably a bit all over the place. With the benefit of hindsight, I should probably not have put those hotkeys onto those keys. I just didn't expect my controller to start shitting out on me. Your calculator uses mini USB. Calculators have slots? That's new to me. When I had a calculator, it had one of those, it had like a little solar panel built in. How much are those mics? I'm assuming high 3 digits, maybe 4 digits. Okay, nice. That gets Curlier off the field. Meditite should go down 2, and then we'll see what's coming after. Oh no, it survived. Okay. Interesting. Oh, Hariyama. Hariyama is really bulky. So, it's £400. Ow. Yeah, that's not quite as high as my brain was going, but that is still a lot of money for a mic. I think what I paid for the Blue Yeti was kind of the upper bounds of what I was willing to pay. Oh, and then you need another bit of kit as well to make it work. That's probably also expensive. Speaking of, I do need to get myself a new headset because this one is definitely on its way out. The sound has been all over the place recently, and the left ear keeps cutting out. Okay, what Pokemon do we have here then? Something good, hopefully. I mean, I'm not really in the market for a new mic. I'm pretty content with what I've got. It does the job, it sounds pretty good. Okay, I do not want a Talo. Let's try for something a little bit more interesting. It's not a dupe, but it's basically the same as a Pidgey, so it might as well be. That is a dupe. I mean, I like a headset. I like an over-the-ears headset. Do you mean I can't escape? Don't lock me in with can't escape and then start doing double team. It's a damn Talo. What do you mean I can't escape? Thank you. Right, is there anything actually decent here? Let's have a look on DexNav. So far, no. Okay, I'm giving up on this route. Oh, like non-headset ones. I suppose they are a thing, aren't they? I didn't really consider that. Yeah, that'd probably be a good option. Assuming I can find an affordable pair. I have way too much that I need to spend money on next year. I could catch it. Yeah, go on then. I'll catch a Cleffer. Could potentially add Clefable to my team at some point. Could be interesting. I am running low on Pokeballs, wow. I really hope I can buy Ultra Balls now. Okay, I'm not sure a Cleffer is worth this level of effort. Okay, one more ball. If it doesn't go in, I'm giving up on it. I'm not sure I would risk... Ugh. I'm like dribbling snot, hold on. I'm not sure I would risk second hand with a headset, just because very recently I have been very, very susceptible to ear infections and the like, and I do not want to run the risk of them not having cleaned them properly. Okay, right, I need a rock that is pink. I'm gonna go Cuprite. Okay, right, back to Rustboro then, and then I think that'll probably do it for today. Can't really think of anything else that I could do. Aside from just put a rappel down, maybe? Aside from going to Moorville and just moving on with things, but that's probably not really in the cards for today. Never get second-hand in-ears, though. Oh, yeah, no. No, that would be disgusting. Yeah, that would definitely not end well. Okay, I did not learn from my comment about putting a rappel down. Oh god, I missed the newer bags that actually have sorting options. What gyms are left? Flying is Gym 6, Psychic is Gym 7, and then Water is Gym 8. So I think the Flying Gym is another 5 Pokemon team. So I'll probably swap Udalite out for Sulphur and get a Growlithe and a Fire type on the team. And then I think from then on, we're going on to a full team of 6. So I don't know if I'll try and catch someone in the PC up to the rest of the party, or if I'll see if I can catch someone new. I mean, there's probably going to be someone new that I can use in the upcoming routes. Because none of the rest of these are really calling out to me all that much. And a lot of them have a lot of catching up to do level-wise. And I don't really know if I want to put the time in doing that. I'm already going to have to grind Growlithe between streams. I don't want to do any more than that. Anyway, yeah, I guess in terms of the game, that'll do it for today. But this isn't just any regular stream. This is the final stream of the year, so I would like to head over to the chat room and just have a bit of a chat with you guys, wrap up the year, see how things have gone, talk a little bit about next year. I'm going to try and keep it brief, because obviously you might be able to tell my voice is getting away from me. But, you know, can't just end without doing a proper summary of the year. So this year has been, I mean, just in terms of my life, has actually been quite boring this year, aside from some health issues that I've had. Which, honestly, that's kind of what I wanted. Last year was a shit show, so having just a nice, calmer year has actually been a really good thing. And gaming-wise, it's been a really, really great year for me. Obviously, the Switch 2 came out, and while some people do have some very justifiable issues with everything surrounding the console, I don't regret my purchase. I've had fun with it. It's been nice to play the new games, play old Switch games at better resolutions and frame rates for the ones that got that. Yeah, it's been good fun. Silksong came out this year. It was actually real. It was actually a thing, and it was really bloody good. But that's not the only impossible thing I got this year. I also finally got my dream remaster, Xenoblade X Definitive Edition. It came to the Switch, it happened, it finally got its moment to shine, and I don't know if it did as well as I was hoping it would do, but now I can't say that it didn't have a chance anymore. It's had its chance, and I'm very happy about that. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out of nowhere this year, completely surprised me. You had a great time with that. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment again. I mean, I like the Warriors games, I have a lot of fun with them, but that one, yeah, just caught me by surprise. It was like, okay, no, this one's really good. That was a lot of fun. Then there's been a few other games this year that I've enjoyed, that I've got issues with, like Mario Kart World, Monster Hunter Wilds, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Hey, that's another one that's actually real. Metroid Prime 4 actually released. Who could have seen that one coming? Yeah, I don't know how next year is actually going to compete with this year, because there's been a lot of really great games this year, and yeah, it's a tough act to follow, because I got essentially my bless me. I essentially got the two things that I wanted the most for the last decade. They both came in the same year. They both happened. I guess Pikmin 5 would be nice. I don't think it's going to happen. It's only been 2 years since Pikmin 4. You know, we've got another 8 to wait for the next one, I fear. Maybe a new 2D Metroid would be nice, but again, we've just got Prime 4, so I don't really see that happening. I don't see a new Xenoblade happening next year at all. So I think next year is just probably going to be quite a quiet year for me gaming-wise. Maybe I can do some replays and catch up on a few games that I've skipped that I've been wanting to play. But anyway, enough rambling about just random shit I played this year. I actually want to talk about streams, because, you know, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm streaming. And this year has been, I guess I'd call it sort of a transition year between what I was doing and what I will be doing. The main big event this year was Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, and yeah, it went really well. It was really good to get back to Mira. Obviously, my original playthrough of Xenoblade X way back in 2022 was what pulled me out of the slump I was having with streaming at the time. It kind of revitalized my love for it. So it just felt really natural and really good going back, and it's a shame that I don't really ever have an excuse to go back to it, because it's too big of a game to just randomly go, yeah, I'm streaming it again. It's just, it would take up way too much time. The other big thing this year was my 5th anniversary of streaming, which I'm not going to spend too long on the spiel of, oh my god, I've been doing this for 5 years, so I never thought I would, but it really does warm my heart that everyone has, you know, supported me these 5 years. They still tune in, they still come and see me get annoyed at Maractus while I'm trying to grind. You know, they tune in for that, they want to see that. I don't know why you guys want to see that, but apparently you do. So a lot got done as part of the anniversary. Obviously, I replayed Pikmin 1 and 3. I finished off a lot of unfinished business for streams. I mostly finished off my playthroughs of the 2D Metroid games with Fusion and Zero Mission. Technically, Samus Returns I still need to do, but I can't exactly stream 3DS games at the moment. That's kind of dependent on me getting my new computer next year. And then there's also just a lot of other stuff that I want to do, so it's not really a priority to get to Samus Returns. I've already streamed 2 different versions of Metroid 2. You kind of know what the game is like. Finally got round to streaming Metal Gear Rising. I've been wanting to do that for about 3 years, but stuff just kept getting in the way. Subnautica was another new one this year. That was a first playthrough. Kind of just threw that into the schedule on a whim to fill in for the variety stream slot I was doing every month, and it ended up kind of taking over and shaping the schedule around itself. I had a lot of fun with that game. I don't know if I'll stream Below Zero. I might just play that myself in my own time, because a lot of the magic of that first playthrough and a lot of just the first getting over the fears of water and all that stuff, that's not going to be there again, so it might not be as entertaining to watch. I mean, maybe it will. I still find that stuff very, very scary, so you might still get some entertainment out of that. Yeah, so next year. Obviously, Emerald is going to carry on. I'm about halfway through Emerald now. There's 3 more gyms. There's the stuff with the legendaries. There is the Pokemon League, Elite Four Champion. There is also potentially post-game. I haven't yet decided if I want to commit to doing that. I think maybe if I do that, I might put that into the secondary slot that Hollow Knight is currently in. Because I do want to do a few more streams of Hollow Knight, but I think I am getting to the point where I've reached just about the amount of the Pantheon of Hallownest that I can take. So it would be good to get something in that slot. I do have something for that slot planned eventually later next year, but it's going to take me a little while to get ready for that. So maybe having an Emerald post game in there would kind of fill the schedule out nicely. There is one game from this year that I did plan, that I did tease at the start of the year. I teased 10 games. I've only done 9 of them. That will still be happening. I've just pushed it back slightly, so it'll be midway through next year sometime. It just, with the games that I have lined up for next year, it just made sense to push it back a little bit just to pace things out a bit better. But yeah, my content will be shifting a bit next year, as I said when I finished X Definitive Edition, because the whole like in-depth playthrough where I talk about the games that I love and try and explain how they work and all that stuff, I'm running out of games that I care enough about to do that for. Most of the series that I would say I'm a really, really, really big fan of, I've done most of the games in them that I care about. There is one series where there's still a bunch of games left that I would like to do in that style. And I'll get on to what that series is in a minute, because we are going to be seeing a lot of it in the next couple of years. So yeah, outside of that, as I said, I want to do more ROM hacks. I've been really enjoying Emerald Genesis. I would like to do more Pokemon ROM hacks. I would also like to do Pikmin ROM hacks, because there's a lot of those, and some of them are really silly, and I think that'd be quite fun. And challenge runs as well, like there's some Hollow Knight challenge runs I'd like to do. But a lot of those things are currently limited by my current laptop. Like I can quite easily do Game Boy, DS Pokemon games. I can't really do any Pikmin ROM hacks and stream them at the moment. If I want to do like Hollow Knight mods and randomizers and stuff, that's not going to run very well while I'm streaming. So everything at the moment is kind of just waiting on me getting a new computer. It will happen next year. I just don't know when. It depends how long it takes me to save up. As for first playthroughs, that's not quite limited in the same way, because obviously there's plenty of games on Switch, on my Xbox, that I want to play. But a lot of the games that I have lined up that I would like to play for the first time on stream are quite long. So I don't really see me doing more than one of those a year, because trying to squeeze more than one in around everything else I want to do is, yeah, it's not really going to be possible. Hopefully by the time I've saved up, the RAM prices go back to normal. I really hope so, yeah, because they're quite expensive at the moment. So, thankfully though, the series that I've neglected up until now that I would like to stream more of will fill in all of the gaps while I wait for my new computer quite nicely. And If you hadn't already guessed, that series is The Legend of Zelda. So, Breath of the Wild was one of the first big early games I did. It got me to affiliate. And while I mishandled how I planned the game and did too much between streams, I did still have a lot of fun with it. Then at the end of that year, I did Minish Cap, my first playthrough, that was great. Did A Link Between Worlds the year after that, one of my favourite games, had a great time. Then, Tears of the Kingdom came out. And obviously I was quite busy with all of the Xenoblade games anyway. But I felt that I couldn't stream a Zelda game without having done Tears first. Because I'd done Breath, I was kind of putting this expectation on myself that, no, you really should do Tears. And then I just didn't want to deal with it because I burnt myself out on streaming Breath of the Wild, and I didn't want to go through that again. But I have since streamed all 4 Xenoblade games, and in the process of doing those, I have gotten better at cherry picking what I will and won't show, how much I'm actually going to do on stream, and how much I need to plan things out. Where to give myself freedom and just, to just play the game and have fun. With Hollow Knight this year, I did that completely unplanned, just to see how much my memory could carry me through a game like that, and it went pretty well. Now, I'm not going to go into Tears of the Kingdom completely based on memory, but the fact that I don't necessarily need to plan every single moment out, that I can do that I don't need that as a safety net, means that I think I am ready. I think I am ready to stream Tears of the Kingdom. That will be happening next year. It's not going to be right away. It's certainly not going to be the game right after Emerald. But it will be happening. And I'm quite looking forward to it, actually. I have a lot that I want to talk about with that game. My opinions are all over the place. I have a lot of thoughts, and I am very much looking forward to sharing all of them with you. And then once Tears of the Kingdom is out of the way, that kind of opens the Zelda floodgates. There are so many Zelda games that I love. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. I've been playing the Oracles for the first time recently, really like them. Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom. That's another one that I have a lot to say about, because I think there's kind of a template there for the future of the series. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Zelda. There's a lot of games I want to stream. There's a lot I want to play. I do also have one more big project planned for next year. And when I say big, I mean that when all is said and done, it will probably be longer than Tears of the Kingdom. Now that will be getting started before Tears of the Kingdom, but it won't be finishing before Tears of the Kingdom. It's kind of going to be an on and off thing, sort of in the background. You'll see what I mean when I announce it. I think I once did vaguely mention that I was thinking about doing it, but it was also going to be insane to do, so I wouldn't do it. But you know what? I want to be insane. I want to at least attempt it. I probably wouldn't ever do it if I wasn't streaming it, so yeah, that's something to look forward to as well. I don't know if you remember that conversation, Ben. That was with you and Sam on the Discord. I mean, if you want to scroll and find it, that's your prerogative. Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of Zelda, a lot of ROM hacks, a lot of challenge runs. Oh, and of course, at some point, I will be streaming Silksong. But I'm going to wait until all of the DLC is out, and I'm also going to wait until I know the map a little bit better, know where everything is a little bit better, because I'd like that playthrough to go really smoothly. I'd like to show off how much I know about the game, so I need to actually learn stuff about the game first. Vaguely remember that we talked about something like that, but you can't remember the game. Ah, good. It'll be a nice surprise then. Yeah, anyway, so thank you for joining all of my 2025 streams. I've had a great year. Just visual and audio quality, the streams has been great this year. We've gone up to 60 FPS, we've got a better mic. I've always been tweaking that sort of stuff anyway. I'm kind of finally getting over my crippling OCD analness about it as well, and just kind of accepting that things sound the way they sound, and it sounds fine, I don't need to worry as much. Yeah, so it should be going into next year, pretty smooth sailing. Hopefully by the time I'm back, I'll have shifted this flu. with the benefit of hindsight, I probably should not have streamed today. I probably should have gone, no, I'm still feeling ill, I will cancel, but it was the last stream of the year. I didn't want to miss it, and I'm also glad that I didn't. I've had mostly a fun time today. The grinding wasn't very fun. I blame Wally for that. I was planning on doing it between streams. Anyway, I will be back on the first Saturday of January next year, which is the 3rd, I believe. It's 2 days after New Year. I think most people will be recovered from whatever plans they may have by then. We'll be kind of settling back into normalcy at that point. So I don't really see any point in waiting until like the next weekend or the Wednesday. I think just starting then will be the best. And yeah, obviously I'll be doing more emeralds. There's 3 more gyms to go. Still a fair bit, but we're getting there. We're getting close to the end. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you've enjoyed all of the streams this year. Have a good Christmas, if you celebrate it. Have a good New Year, and then I'll see you in 2026. Bye.